The Action Line with Scott Walker on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
Now joining us in studio, Kristin England, Systems Engineer and Sustainability Manager for MTSU's Center for Energy and Sustainability. And we'll be talking about Earth Day. So you have a whole list of events coming up right around the corner. Tell us a little bit more about these.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. We are so excited at the MTSU Center for Energy and Sustainability for Earth Month. Earth Month is in April. It's been going on since 1970, and its mission is to broaden, educate, and activate the environmental movement worldwide. And over the years, it's really motivated countries all over the world to drive positive action for our planet. So we are just excited. We have over 11 events that our students can participate in, and we also have some of those events that are open to the community as well. And we are just really excited to let people kind of determine what they can want to do and empower them to make some positive change for our planet.
So student involvement in these activities, have you seen increases over the years?
Yeah, every time we're out with students, they're always interested to learn more. One really good example is last year, our library actually opened up a seed library. And at their open house in April, they had a line out the door at our Jewel Library. And it was just really excited to see so many students, wanting to learn more about planting and getting out in nature, trying to plant pollinators and such.
It seems like seed libraries, they were first huge, I guess, back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and then they kind of died off. And then over the last 10 or 15 years, we've heard a lot about them coming back.
Yeah, I think the the Technology Engagement Center has one, and the one at MTSU, it's actually in an old card catalog system. So they're able to repurpose an old card catalog and put seed packets in there where students can now check out 5 seed packets each week and go home and plant them.
That's pretty cool. And the fact that folks can also look up these plants online and see even more what they're going to look like, that helps out for sure.
Yeah, it just kind of gets you more connected with your environment and kind of understanding the big picture, I feel like, of getting back out in nature.
Now, if I recall correctly, I think I learned in school that the original seed libraries were first created by the Department of Agriculture, and then I guess I don't know what happened after they quit funding it, and it just kind of died off, and then it came back.
Yeah, not sure. Ours just started last year, and they just restocked. So they're actually our first Earth Month event on April 1st. They'll be doing an open house and having a big event where people can come start checking out seeds and have some different potted materials as well. So people, they can come and get seeds. There's no cost or anything? Nope. So it's for students, faculty, and staff. They get 5 seed packets a week. That's pretty neat. Yeah. And then the one at the Technology Engagement Center, that's just open to the community. Yeah, that one's open to the community. I'm not sure the amount of seeds you can get from that one, but that one is open. Probably not enough for a whole cornfield or anything. Probably not. But it is interesting to be able to do this. It does allow you at little to no cost to go out there and plant who knows what, I guess. Absolutely. So tell us more about the events leading up to actual Earth Day, because you are also going to have an event on campus for students, and then you're also going to be on the downtown square for Earth Day as well. Yeah. So we have, like I said, about 11 events for students ranging in size. And one of our big events is on April 13th. It's paid for by the Distinguished Lecture Fund at MTSU. We're going to have Dr. Doug Tallamy, who is an entomologist and conservationist and best-selling author. We're going to have him on campus, and he's going to be giving us a speech on homegrown conservation. So Dr. Doug Tallamy, he is also the co-founder of National Homegrown National Park, which is all about how you can restore the ecosystem in your own yard. A lot of great information on, pulling out invasives, planting native, and making your own yard feel like a park, feel like a state park that you get to enjoy every single day. We're really excited to have him. That event is open to the community, but we are requiring registration, so it's free. Just you need to go on to our website and register, so that way we can, get a head count and make sure we have the seats for everyone. I would like to transform my yard into a state park. That would be cool. Yeah. And, just being able to see more of that wildlife return to your backyard and front yard as well, and just reestablish, your own park in your yard. And then you hear a lot of people talking about the idea of living off the grid, growing their own fruits, their own vegetables. I guess you can really do that in our region. Yeah. I actually have a pear tree planted in my yard. I got it from the Plant and Soil Science Sale last year at MTSU. So I have a pear tree growing and some blackberry and raspberry bushes, just trying to, reestablish some of that and being able to use my yard a little more.
In reading all the details before you came on the air, it was interesting. I guess I didn't realize that MTSU's campus has over 500 acres. And then on top of that, over 100 different tree species.
Absolutely. And that takes us to our next big event. So on April 16th, we'll be having an unveiling of our Level 2 Arboretum. Back in 2015, MTSU became a Level 1 Arboretum with the Tennessee Urban Forestry Council, which meant that we had over 30 trees. So just this last 2 years, we received funding from the Sustainable Campus Fee on campus, and we were able to tag 73 trees on campus. They're all mapped, and all of these now are part of our Level 2 Arboretum. So on April 16th, we will be unveiling this to the community. We'll have some remarks about the Arboretum and the history of it, and then we'll have a half-mile tour around Walnut Grove to see 17 different species of trees that are in part of our Arboretum.
Now, I'm curious, do high schools, do they still have that assignment where the kids have to collect leaves and then label each one? Because it sounds like it'd be really easy just to go to MTSU.
Absolutely, yeah. The trees are already tagged, so you can just have a sneak peek, and they're mapped and everything. You can go to MTSU Arboretum and look up. You can even do a virtual tour if you can't make it to campus and look up all the different trees, see pictures of them. But it's always better in person, so definitely try to make your way out to campus, especially on weeks like this where a lot of things are in flower, such as our dogwoods, redbuds, Yoshino cherry trees.
When I grew up back in the old days, we didn't have the internet to look at each and every leaf and tree, so it was really a hard assignment back then.
Yeah, I had to go out there and actually collect them yourself.
Yeah, with a book, you had to compare pictures in a book to figure out which leaves are what.
I have learned so much about trees throughout this project, and it's just really fascinating to go around MTSU. We have some really beautiful species of trees. We have a lot of native trees like white oaks, eastern hemlock, flowering dogwoods, shagbark hickories, and we also have some really unique ornamentals such as dawn redwood trees, a silverleaf linden, which is one of my favorites, and like I mentioned, those Yoshino cherries that are probably going to be in bloom this week.
It's just wild, though, to picture over 100 species. I don't think that's another thing that people don't realize if they go to MTSU's campus. You don't realize all the species of trees there or plants. I mean, it's crazy how much you have.
Yeah, and that's one thing I think I also love about our Arboretum is you can see the intentionality taken over decades. From the 60s, people were really intentionally planting different species of trees, and you now see those mature varieties of trees all over campus. And just last week, we even planted 30 more trees around our campus with new varieties still being introduced. We planted last week a big leaf magnolia tree, which has like a 3-foot leaf once it's mature, and a Franklin tree, along with some more native species such as the Kentucky coffee tree.
You don't see that on other campuses, especially like if you go to New York or Chicago. They're landlocked and there's no way they can have all these different trees.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful campus, and really you can explore and learn so much while walking around. So
how can the community learn more about this and maybe get involved or attend? Are there some lectures the community can attend? Do you have to be a student?
No. So this unveiling is open to the community, and our website, MTSU Arboretum, it's a story map. So the way it's laid out is really easy to access, and you can go and see the map and zoom in and out on all the different trees and where they're located on MTSU's campus. So that's a great way to start, but it is open to the public. You can come to our campus and look around at all the different trees and learn for yourself.
Again, Kristin England with us this morning, Systems Engineer and Sustainability Manager for MTSU's Center for Energy and Sustainability. So how did you kind of fall into that role? Because that's a mouthful.
That is a mouthful, yes. I started off as the Systems Engineer at MTSU and then moved into the sustainability role recently. One of our roles, so we do all the recycling on campus. We manage the utility bills. So I kind of, from my background of engineering, moved from the utility management side and kind of into this now sustainability role, looking at energy efficiency across campus while also resource management and sustainable building design.
Now, all the details about this event can be found at ces.mtsu.edu and then /upcoming events. And I guess everything's laid out on there so you can see exactly when and what's going to take place.
Yeah, if you go to that website, you'll see our full Earth Month calendar with all 11 events on there planned out. One other event I wanted to highlight, on April 22nd, we will have a big Earth Day event for students, staff, and faculty, where we'll have over 40 companies and organizations in our Student Union Commons, all there talking to students about what they can do today.
Is it too late for companies to be a part of this, or could they sign up for next year?
If you're interested in signing up, just send us a note. We can try to, add to our map right now. So yeah, just go ahead and email us.
And then the Earth Day on the downtown square, that's going to be on what date?
That'll be the 18th, and we will be there as well. That is hosted by Middle Tennessee Electric. And it's a great idea, a great fair, and they're going to be focusing on clean air this year.
Again, Kristin England with us this morning from MTSU. Once more, the full slate of events can be found on the MTSU website, and probably you can just Google MTSU upcoming events and it should pull it up.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Fresh cut greens and oven warm bread, jars of sweet jam will be red. Good food, good folks, flavors that shine from winter's chill to spring sunshine. Every Friday, feel the spark. Rutherford County Market at Lane Agri Park.
Local farmers with local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market every Friday through April.
You'll find it there, from frost to boundless seas, and sing we're winter tough and welcoming spring. So bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
At the Lane Agri Park in Murfreesboro.
South Central Bank has 2 CD specials that will help your money grow. South Central Bank has a 5-month CD with an annual percentage yield of 4.15% or a 25-month CD with an annual percentage yield of 3.8%. 2 great ways to put your money to work. You choose the term that works best for you. $500 minimum balance to obtain the APY. Stop by any of our convenient South Central Bank locations today and take advantage of our 2 great rates. South Central Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.